On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 121, recorded live on July 17th, 2016. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
And you can find me on YouTube at YouTube/username/superbadger.
I like how you just came out of nowhere. You just like pop up. Perfect. Really, really nice. So guys, welcome to Pimp My Setup. There are so many issues today in the studio between the microphone, the TV, and the overhead lighting, and I don't care. We're just here to talk about setups and have a good time. So I really am sorry if this cable right here makes you feel uncomfortable, but we're good. So anyways, I still had not looked through the queue. Honestly, there comes a point in my life where I realize everything I do is about setups, and I'm kind of at that point where I just need a little bit of a break. So I'm sorry if I have not looked at your submission yet. I'll just tell you now, most of them are going to be rejected anyway because they're usually awful photos and you don't follow the rules. So make sure you read the rules first if you really want to get on the show. But yeah, so I will look at the submissions eventually. But anyways, we are booked until episode 155 as of right now. So you're not going to be on the show anytime soon anyway, so don't worry. I know I'm like savage mode, but like kind of laid back to where I don't really care. All right, let's just get right into this. First set of the day submitted by Joran or whatever the hell his name is. Wait, is this no, this is the old episode. God, nothing works today. Okay, we're good now. Submitted by Anthony. Anthony said, been watching since day one. Liar. There's no way you have because I had like 2 viewers. So unless somehow you were that person, then thank you. He's a university teacher. Oh, crap. That's cool. Teaching computing. He does, everything from C... What is that again? C something, that script... writing C.
Oh, C++.
C++, yeah, and then the other C hashtag. So, someone in chat's probably like, just like, this guy doesn't know anything. Networking hardware, and his rig is usually, oh my god, words. His rig is mainly used for gaming, creating videos, and he recently started a YouTube channel, which if you want to look it up, it's youtube.com/channel/UCSXVZ. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to read that all out. You can just search Watch It, Learn It. I believe that's what it is. He's in a very cramped space and stuff. So anyways, yeah. How old do you think he is?
I'd have to say 17.
But he's a teacher.
Oh, he's a teacher.
Yeah. Oh, C#, my bad.
25.
Oh, so close. 26.
No, he's 17.
Yeah, he's 17. Come on, man. Why would you change your number? No, that'd be funny if he was 17. He's like a university teacher somehow. So yeah, maybe I'm the only one getting this vibe, but is his logo just like Linus Tech Tips?
That's what I was thinking when I first saw this. When you sent me the pictures, I was like, that looks just like Linus Tech Tips. Yeah,
especially the tutorials and tips underneath really kind of makes it look similar. But you know what? Inspiration is key in success, maybe. So taking a look at this, knowing that you're 26 kind of changes the game a little because you are older. You're older than me. So we expect you to have a brain of sorts. And it seems like you do. Underneath, definitely has a little bit of like a crazy over-the-top cable management solution.
Yeah.
Right? It's like not the cleanest, but it is managed. So what were your thoughts on the cable management alone?
I think the power strip, I don't really like the power strip. I think he can pull that, get another power strip and put that up in the rack that he has up there. Mm-hmm. And then he's got that right angle of cables, and I think he might be able to pull that up towards one of the corners of the desk and put it there somewhere. Yeah. But overall, I did like that he cut a hole in the desk for his keyboard wire and ran it down under there.
Yeah, that like literally that always makes the setup look 10 times better. because you don't have that big ass cable going right across the desk. So
yeah,
I did like that. Now talking about the top of his setup, what did you think in terms of like usability and just overall like, you know, personality and whatnot?
Personally, I'm not a big fan of having monitors stacked on top of each other, which he has a cramped space, so it's understandable. But me personally, I don't like to look up at something. It just, after a while, breaks my neck. So,
yeah,
but other than that, it looks nice. I mean, I don't know if that's a boom arm on that mic or anything, but I think it's a nice placement of it. If it was a boom arm, it'd be great.
I'm trying to see here. This photo. It looks like he can pull it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the stacked monitors either. I think, like, especially in this scenario, it's not tilted down at all. It kind of looks like it'd be hard to see from where he's sitting. And it looks almost as if the bottom one is too low anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like he might be able to see the top one, no problem. But then that means his main display is like too low for him. So
right.
It's just a little weird. That's why people always get mad at me for having my ultra wides next to each other, but I prefer that over having them stacked 100%.
Oh yeah.
So if this was your setup, what's the next step to make it even better?
A bigger desk.
Yeah, not a cramped space. There, yeah. You know, completely exactly what he was describing that he hates. We'll just take the easy way out. But yeah, I mean, like, there's not a lot to say. Like, the soundproofing behind looks cool more than it probably serves a purpose. You know, he's got the nice headphones and he's got big mouse pad and everything you could possibly need to have a great setup. And it looks functional and it's easy to record and whatever. Just works nice. But that side table definitely needs some sort of work because you can see around the edges it's all, like, beaten up. So, like, I don't know, maybe get like carbon fiber wrap, you know, put that over the top.
That would look sick.
Yeah, do something with it. Don't leave it like that. So, I mean, if you're looking to pimp it out, I would say that's the next step. Obviously, you don't have to, but I don't really care. So, yeah, do you have any final thoughts for him?
Keep doing what you're doing. You obviously know what you're doing.
Yeah. You're 26, so
yeah.
All right, let's go to the next setup submitted by Callum, who lives in the UK, loves the game on PC. He's a graphic designer like every other 15-year-old, and let's see. He said something about Saturday jobs and bits and bobs. I don't know what the hell that means, but I don't know. Like,
bits and bobs.
Yeah, I got some Saturday jobs, some bits and bobs. You know, the usual. Like, what the hell's a bit and bob? Maybe someone can tell me in the chat. And then he's got a YouTube channel, Matic Designs, MATIC. Cool. The desk he has no control over at the moment because of his exams, so he's not working at the moment. He likes that word, at the moment. Those words, rather. He's moving to the other side of the room after his exams, even though he never sent me an updated photo, so I guess that never happened. Or he failed. We don't know. And then he said, what is it? The big chunk out of my desk is from the knife when I got really mad and stabbed the F out of it. Lol. Oh my god, I'm a little confused. This guy's like... He's kind of like scary. He's a 50. Oh, I almost said his age. He said, I blocked the sun out of my window with a towel. I think he means towel, and a pillow because I've taken my blinds down to replace them because they look really childish and I'm not about that life. Okay, whatever. Let's just move forward here. How old do you think he is?
I'm gonna say 15.
Yeah, he's 15. I almost said it too. That was my bad. You know, this desk definitely. I see why you stabbed it. It made sense because it's really not the best desk ever, and especially when you're using it the way you are. Wow, your legs probably hate you, honestly. And like, what's with the three? Are you actually using them all for the same computer? Because I see one of them's for the PlayStation, but then you have the other one hooked up to your computer, but it's complete. It's like in a complete different spot.
Yeah, so, you have to completely move. Directions to get, like, it's not just a turn of the head, like you got to move your whole chair and everything, keyboard, slide it over.
It's confusing as all hell. Like, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish there. Maybe he just keeps up his channel page on that computer screen, so he's like, yeah, it's my channel. Every time it looks left, like, yeah, that's still my channel. That's my channel.
He likes to see how many subscribers he's just pulling in.
Yeah, because I bet it's like a few thousand a day, you know, just nonchalant. You know, cable management was hard to grade because your desk, the only good thing about it is it hides everything.
Yes.
But it's like, you know, you got that random ass green cable to your microphone, like just really like some random stuff all over the place. Out of sight, out of mind. It's bad because of the shelving inside of the desk. It's just really not like, I feel bad because you're like, oh, I'm moving my desk soon, but like you never send an update. So I don't know. What do you think about this? What would you change? What do you not like?
First of all, I would headphone hanger. I'm key on headphone hangers. Take that, run that cable into the back of your computer if you have enough space. Move your second monitor closer. And I think that's it. I guess you can't really move. Maybe try and get that PlayStation down where his Xbox 360 is. Maybe if that shelf does remove, give your legs a little bit more room or something.
That's the main thing. It's like everything underneath the main monitor needs to go.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. And then someone said maybe he's not ready to send an updated photo, but this was sent to me on April 2nd, okay? So most people, I would say a majority of the people do send updated photos, whether it was a month ago or a few days ago. But he made it seem like, hey, I'm going to be done with my exam soon, and then I'll send you updated photos. But here we are, middle of July, and he's probably still stabbing his desk. So, you know, personal problems there. Anyways, let's just go to the next setup, because this one I feel like there's a lot to talk about. Submitted by Jay Quinn, my boy. I don't actually know him at all, but I'm just going to pretend like Jay Quinn, because it sounds like a cool name. He actually wrote, what it do, diggity do. He wrote a whole story. I mean, this is like 50 Shades of Grey long, but we're going to just kind of break it down here. His name's Jay. He lives in a country town in South Australia. He works in retail, and all the money at the end of the week goes into buying computer parts and games. He moved out of his parents' house nearly 2 years ago because where they lived, they had no internet. Damn, that sucks. He likes playing video games, mainly on PC, due to owning a BenQ ultra-wide monitor. And oh, did you die?
Dog jumped off the bed.
Oh, it sounded like you just like fell off your chair. I was like, holy crap. Anyways, let's see. I'm trying to read what else he has going on here. Just looks like he's, you know, a normal person. So how old do you think he is?
You know, ultra wide. He's got a nice laptop over there. I mean, he's professional. He's got to be old. He's got that footrest down there.
Yeah,
I'd probably 19.
It's 21 actually. So right in that area. Yeah, I mean, when I first looked at this, I'm not gonna lie, this is the best setup of the day. I don't think it even got first place though, because no joke, I'm gonna look at the score right now. Yeah, you gave it. Like, you're such a hard grader, because I gave him a 46 out of 50. You gave him a 33.
I didn't, you know, it was the laptop. I liked the laptop, but I'm just not a big fan of having a laptop on my setup as well.
Yeah, well, I think in this scenario, a dock would make it look 10 times better.
Yeah.
And it's a beefy ass laptop, you know, so it does kind of takes up a lot of space. And it's a nice desk, a countertop, so like you want to see that and not have some big ass laptop cover it. But you know, the other thing this setup lacks for sure is theme on the wall, usage of the wall. There's nothing going on there, and that I could definitely get on board with. But everything else, I would say, like, the desktop looks so nice, and everything's pretty simple. He's got his headphone stand over there, nice little lamp, nice little fake plant, you know, really everything, all the cables coming out of the keyboard are nice. It's just really, really nice. Underneath, what did you think about that?
It wasn't bad. I mean, obviously I don't see much he can do with it. So, I mean, he kept them all off the ground, which is what I like. I mean, that way you're not stepping in wires the whole time. It looks like the Signum rack is about to break.
Yeah, it's going to explode very, very soon. And that's why, like, one thing people can do is they could just... Most power strips actually have the mounting ability built in.
Yeah.
So that would save up some room, but I understand like power bricks. That's what makes the Signum great. You could shovel that crap in there.
Yeah.
You know? So now like, let's talk, cause you gave it a 33 out of 50. What were your thoughts on the overall setup? Because I'm sure you have some things to add.
It was, I mean, the ultra wide monitor. I love ultra wides. I wish I could have the money to buy one. You know, great. He's got a great keyboard, mouse, and I love that case. It's a nice looking case. He's got a nice desk. Looks like some Astros over there. I mean, he's overall, it's a really nice setup. I mean, I like the lamp. Just having stuff not behind or up on the wall, just it kind of looks a little bland. Maybe it throws some shelving on there, put something up there. You know, I see he's got some little action figures over on the side. I'm sure he's got more. So, but what is up with that Game Boy?
Where is that?
That Game Boy Micro all the way in the back.
Oh yeah. Huh, I don't know. It sounds almost as if he like actually plays with it, because it's there with games ready to go.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe he's into that stuff. But you know, kind of like going off what you were saying, it's a really nice, like the wall color, even the curtains to the side, it's really nice. But like that wall, you have so much room. You need to utilize it. It will look amazing, whether it's canvas, it's just posters, it's shelving, or whatever it is. Fill that up, and I think, as far as I'm concerned, you'll have a pretty damn good score. I mean, I did give you a pretty high score. But yeah, so all right. Do you have any final thoughts for J Queen?
No.
All right, next setup of the day, submitted by Dustin. Dustin is a big fan / subscriber who also enjoys PC building, gaming, photo, video editing, and when he has a spare time from being a new parent / life and work. Hey, congrats on being a new parent. He's also a personal trainer and health fitness facility manager. Let's see, he's a huge geek on the side when he's not being a huge jock. And let's see, I'm trying to see if there's any like life-changing information in here, but it's just mainly like what's going on with this setup explained. This is also one of my other favorite setups of the day. All right, how old do you think he is?
Well, you said he's a new parent.
He's got a real job. 24. He's 30.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Now Dustin's like, what does that mean? What do you mean, oh wow, you dick? No. All right, so taking a look at this, this is probably one of the most like kind of like unique setups we've seen in a while because of the placement of the desk. We don't see a lot of this anymore. You know, a lot of people want to be up against the wall. Before I had my setup the way it was, I always preferred having myself looking out. But the problem with that is cable management on the back end, which if you look, he's got it. You know, he's got it solved.
It's locked down.
Oh yeah, and I love that monitor arm. I have 2 of them in my bedroom for my ultrawides. Those are great monitor arms. Kind of expensive though, but I just love how he's got his desk kind of like in the middle of the room. It's a legitimate, straight to the point office. There's nothing else going on in there, which I like. So taking a look at this, what were your initial thoughts?
I was blown away by it. I mean, like having the desk in the middle, I think it's got that office look to it, and overall just a high quality setup. Really nice desk, and I don't have anything bad to say about it. I mean, I'm not gonna drill him on the whole, you know, his mouse and keyboard wires, because that's a really nice desk. I'm not gonna want to drill into that.
I like what you said too. I'm not going to drill him on the whole. Like, I see what you did there. I don't even know if you meant to do that, but no, I totally agree. The last thing you want to do is mess up a desk that looks that beautiful. You know, you look at the second photo and it's like, wow, that is super cool. I mean, the DX Racer is cool because it makes it go from a adult executive kind of setup to like, okay, cool. He kind of games. He knows what's up. He's not like a grandpa that has like this nice room to himself. Now, the thing is, like, theme wise, I do think it's great. Okay. some guy's got his motorcycle. We get it. You're a dick. Anyways, you know, he's got tons of cool stuff hung up on the wall, like sports related and whatnot, which I think is awesome. The only thing that I would critique in both photos is I think the layout of everything that's hung up is like really weird. It's like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see it. I mean,
it's weird. I mean,
at least that back picture though, the picture frames are all level with each other on the bottom.
That works. It's just the rest, I guess maybe over time he'll have more pictures to kind of fill the space. But for now, it's just weird. I do love stuff like, I love seeing jerseys up on the wall. I think that's badass. Really, really nice. And over in that corner, he's got his printer set up. Out of sight, out of mind. Works really nice. But the main photo is just, he's got so much going on in his desk, but it does not look overwhelming at all.
No.
And that's exactly what Out of Sight, Out of Mind is about. You see everything on that desk he definitely uses, from his headphones to his, what is that, his phone. He's got, is that like an old ass phone, or is that, I guess not.
Yeah,
it looks old, right? I don't know. And then, yeah, the speaker is really nice. Everything's usable. And that TV is a little like, kind of like a joke, but it's probably so old that when he bought it, it was probably top of the line. You know what I mean? So stuff like that happens. But eventually, I think he needs to get himself, because like that wall is pretty empty, other than like a few things hung up. Get yourself like a 70-inch, and you're all set. Oh my god!
Right in the middle.
Yeah, how sick would that be? You sit there and like you have the game playing, like, you know, you're watching the Raiders, even though they suck. Like you just have them up on the TV, and you're like watching the game while sitting at your. Oh my god, I would love that. A big ass TV.
Yes.
Except he'd probably open the door and like smash onto the TV. But yeah, oh my god, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I think it's funny because a lot of people watching the show don't really care about it, because my audience is mainly younger people, so they're like, oh my god, grandpa desk. They don't understand how awesome a desk like that actually is.
Yeah, I would kill to have a desk like that.
Yeah, it's probably expensive too. I mean, I don't know how long ago he got it, but those are pretty hefty. So, do you have any final thoughts for Dustin?
Well, if you look in that second photo, he's got those wires running on the far right-hand side. Mm-hmm. If he would just, I think it looks like he's using his TV for Xbox, so I would say mount his console up there.
Yeah. They
get rid of those channels for his wires.
That would be cool. Yeah, they have one of my recent videos in my bedroom, I just mounted a steam machine to my wall because they have those hide-it mounts. So yeah, that would look really cool. Definitely a good way to handle cables too. So yeah, look into that, Dustin. All right, now let's go to a very empty, bland, straight to the point setup submitted by Jack. Yes. He said, I built a PC a couple months ago. Oh god, is this just him telling me what each thing is? Feel free to criticize anything. Constructively criticize. Okay, so I can't be a dick, but I can constructively be a dick. And then, yeah. Okay, so taking a look at this, how old do you think Jack is?
I'd have to say 14.
Oh my god, he is 14. Yeah, so
sweet.
Taking a look at this, what gave it away that he was 14? Was it the lack of stuff, or is it just like...
I think it was the lack of stuff that did it for me. I know I see he's got those posters and he's got those shelves up there, but as far as on the desk, I think he was trying to keep it too minimalistic and just didn't put anything on there. Yeah, and it looks like it's fresh in the sense that he just put up that monitor almost and then was like, okay, I gotta take a photo. So, that's what it looks like. And very interesting, his desk choice, the Lidmon, whatever, we never see that color chosen. So, like, there you go, being unique. Yeah. That's cool. And really, he has the right idea. I give him props because he's 14, he's figuring things out, and he obviously thinks like, okay, I need to keep it simple, only keep what I need in sight, and he's going the right way. But over time, I'd say get like a laptop stand, get like an extended mouse pad. Because that mouse pad. Yeah, look at the size of that mouse pad. It's like why even bother at that point? And like, the PC actually fits and works there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. No. I get some frames for the posters that don't have one. And you got to work on just don't keep it like, what are your thoughts on a desk that's just like straight up empty? Do you think there should be at least a little something
or what?
Yeah, I mean, just even putting like a laptop stand on there and a extended mouse pad would make that desk a little bit more characteristic. And then he's got all that side on that other side of the desk, and he could put his, like, if he had an Xbox or something, he could put that there, give it some more oomph.
There you go. Yeah, like if you had a console, like you get a TV, and that could go on the left side, and you could use that as the console side and have the right side as the PC side. But regardless, just a little bit something there. Someone said that there's just a rubber band there. No, that's a coaster. At a quick glance, I guess if you're Helen Keller, it would look like a rubber band. Yeah, I don't know. Some people
big ass rubber band.
Yeah, it's a thick one too. I mean, that's like a heavy duty one.
Yeah.
And then I think the other thing I would say is like just cable management. I understand it's hard because you do have your little Wi-Fi thing there, and you actually plug in Ethernet to run to your computer. So I bet your speeds aren't the best. So maybe, I don't know if you have an outlet in the back that you could utilize, but that definitely makes it difficult. And it almost looks like this is his only outlet because he's got like a power strip and his internet running out of it.
Yeah.
Which sucks. That would suck. Yeah, I feel bad, man. But like, you chose that corner. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, overall, really simple, nice setup, and over time it will be better. I hope. So now let's go to the next setup. This one I think will be interesting because of the age. So, damn, I'm going to say his name wrong. Graeme. Yeah, we're going to go for that.
I'd say Graeme.
Yeah. When I was reading this last night, I was like, God damn, is it Grammy? Grammy? My grandma? Why is she submitting? No, so Graeme is from upstate New York. Use setup for basic things like gaming, homework, editing, and surfing the internet, bro. Surfs up. He also says his favorite YouTuber besides me is Casey Neistat, and he actually met Casey before and sent me a photo, and that's awesome. Casey Neistat, so cool, bro. And there's a plane going by, so sorry. And then he also said my laptop and monitor riser are homemade. I built the furniture from IKEA with no help. Oh. Is that homemade?
Oh, geez.
When you buy it from IKEA and put it together? No, I'm just kidding. I think he means like the risers he built himself. But cool, good job. You know what? You're your age and you're taking initiative. Congratulations, good job. How old do you think he is?
You said I was going to be shocked on it, so
yeah, he's young.
I'm going to say 11.
Ah, so close. 12. So for 12, knowing that he took the time, I mean, those Alex drawers are annoying as all hell. They are a pain in the ass to put together. It's just so repetitive, obviously, because there's so many drawers. But for you to be 12, when I was 12, I could barely tie my own shoes. So congratulations doing that. But I mean, to know that you did the monitorizer, like, this is your setup, man. You made it yours. That's a really big deal. Good job. But taking a look at this, what were your thoughts, Mitch?
The laptop, I mean, I know he did a lot of work on those risers, but I don't like that laptop riser. No? It makes it seems like it'd be more difficult to type on. I mean, I guess you could take it off it, but
yeah. Well, I think it's just for when he's at his setup.
Okay.
And then because I think that's his main computer. Like that's what's powering his setup.
Yeah.
And that's why he's got the external, but he could like unplug and take it on the go.
Yeah. I guess that would make sense then, considering there's no PC around besides that.
Yeah.
So I can see it then.
Mm-hmm. And then what do you think about in terms of like personality? Do you think it was the perfect amount?
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have that big of a desk, and what is on the desk, he kind of needs his PC, his monitor. He's got that Xbox.
Yeah.
And I mean, as far as that, I mean, that kind of takes up a lot, and to have just the little pieces around there it's nice, and to have that big, flag back there covering the wall, it looks nice.
Yeah, it works, and it's funny. It's like almost the perfect size for that wall between the windows. I was like, wow, did he like measure that? Really, really nice, but I think we're both gonna have the same problem here. There's not much else to say, right?
No.
It's like, you did it. Good job. Congrats. So, let's go to the next setup. But seriously, Graeme, congratulations. you're not
I mean, for
stupid.
being 11 or 12 years old, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a nice looking setup.
Oh, it's a big deal. Yeah. So good job with that. Let's go to the next setup submitted by That Drifting Kid, aka Jack, aka the kid that likes tech and cars, aka That Drifting Kid on YouTube, aka. Okay, I'm done with that. The picture of the BMW M3 on the wall. He actually rasterbated himself. And if you're confused at what rasterbation is, let me explain. It's the process of printing out multiple images and combining them to make one big image. I made a video about that, and he said that's where he got the idea. So, hey, he did a better job than I did. Good job at rasterbating. Now that that's also weird, considering his age, how old do you think he is?
Well, he's got a bunch of Legos and Minecraft and 14.
Oh, yes, he is 14. Right on the head. So, yeah, taking a look at this, knowing that he's 14, what are your thoughts on it?
For a 14-year-old, it doesn't look bad. You know, in that second photo, he's got his PlayStation and what have you, and he's got the TV mounted up there. It looks really nice. You don't see any cables coming from the TV. Mm-hmm. As far as his computer setup, it's not bad for a 14-year-old, you know, but the two monitors, I think that desk is just too small.
Just a little.
I don't, it looks like those computers are almost at a 90-degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
And and having that, you know, he's got a small room for his keyboard and mouse, and there's just not a lot of room on there.
Yeah. You know what's funny? First off, this kid's more organized than I am, and it actually kind of makes me feel bad because if you look to the left of his monitor, he's got a schedule that has every single video he has to record and when it has to upload. Like,
yes,
he's like how to make a new intro, how to like set up tour, top 10 CS:GO case openings. I mean, this kid is, you could tell he knows what he's doing. Like, he may not have the best space ever to work with because he's got the hutch thing. And there's come here, moth. There's a moth in here. God damn it, I hate them. But like, this kid knows what's up because he literally has a schedule. He's telling himself, okay, you got to have this done by this day. That's a big deal at that age.
Yes.
And that's like, honestly, what will help you get to where you want to be when you're older. So keep up with that. Make a schedule for everything. Trust me, I'm the most unorganized, stupid person on this earth, and I wish I had a schedule. I mean, I make schedules, but I don't ever follow them. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that another day. But yeah, I mean, this is like definitely. He's got a little bit of his 12-year-old self still stuck in this room with everything on top, all the stuff on the wall. Everything's a little over the top, busy, crazy. But then his 14-year-old side is showing because he's got the schedule and some of the cable management's pretty good, but like overall, like you were saying, it's not a big enough desk for the two monitors. You have to get rid of the hutch thing.
Yes.
And really just maybe just like set your room on fire, claim insurance, and start fresh. Might work out good. You could do a whole video. You could vlog the whole thing. And you have it on your schedule when to upload it. But yeah, I mean, it really is a great setup. It's just way too much, and it's like, okay, it's an okay setup.
Yeah.
But yeah,
for as small as that desk is, and as much as he has on there, he's got as much stuff on that desk as Dustin did on his.
Yeah,
his was a big desk.
Yeah, so I mean, he definitely has the right idea. It's just a little bit more work, and you'll get there. But keep up with the schedule, seriously, man. All right, you ready for the next setup?
Yeah.
All right, next setup today submitted by Robbie. Robbie said, well, this was like an update, and I don't have the rest of his emails because he started a new email thread, so I don't know anything about him other than his age. So how old do you think he is?
I'm going to have to say 17.
He's actually, this is going to blow your mind, he's 45. So, wow. Yeah, so he's 45. You can tell he likes music. No, I'm kidding, he's 15.
Oh.
I do it all the time. I can't tell you.
I was like, man. I was like, I don't really see it. You know, the whole bedspread and everything.
Yeah, right.
Like,
oh,
45,
God.
really?
Yeah, his VHSs, that could have gave it away. But, I mean, everyone gets so mad when I do it. It's not even funny, Matt. Stop doing that. But I think it's hilarious. So, yeah, taking a look at this, it's actually the same desk as the TDK, the last guy. Except, see how he uses that section just for his PC? Yeah, that kind of tells you that it's not going to work with two monitors. See, no matter what, when you have that kind of like hutch top piece, I feel like you're going to have too much crap. And that's what happened here too. It's like, because you feel the need to fill in every little section. You know what I mean? So it's like a little over the top. But what did you think about the actual setup portion with the TV and all that?
I don't personally like TVs as my monitor. It's too big for me. I don't like to be sitting so close to a like 50-inch screen now. Yeah. But overall, it's not bad. I mean, he's got his PC all the way over there, so I mean, he's got to do something with the cables, which I mean, you can see kind of under the TV that where he put them all.
Yeah, right.
But as far as under the desk, you know, he's only got those two run into the plug, and it doesn't look that bad, honestly.
No, not at all. Yeah. It's nice. What do you think? Because I know you said you're really always talking about headphone stands and hangers and stuff. What do you think about it putting it on the TV?
No, I don't know. I'd much rather you have it on the desk than up there on the computer or the TV.
Yeah, it's not ideal, especially if you're in the music. Don't you care about your headphones? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, you know, even if it's just a little bit into the headband, that's still, come on, man. You know, the left thing, I love the creeper thing. That's really
the drawers.
Yeah, I never actually saw something like that. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so the okay, let's see. Am I going to sound stupid? The guitar and bass. Right? That's one guitar, one bass. Very cool. I have a guitar up in my room. I played it for like 3 days. I was really good, but I don't play it anymore. So it always looks nice to put stuff like that up on the wall.
Yeah.
Odd placement. I feel like is a little too close to the TV. It would kind of move it around a little bit. But now fill up the rest of the wall. Get some like vinyl music notes like do, re, mi, fa, la, fa. Like, I don't know. Put something up on the wall like that. You know, it'd look nice. TV, totally agree with everything you said. It's a little too big. Normally, that's not a problem when they say it's too big, but in this scenario, I think it is a problem. I know some people prefer
it takes too much of the desk.
Yeah, which, you know,
if
really,
you had a smaller monitor, you know, you'd have a little bit more room for your keyboard and your mouse and what have you.
Yeah, like you're moving your mouse forward a little and you're punching your TV. So it's like, I'd figure that out a little bit. I condense a little bit on the side. Also, I didn't know people actually put blankets on shelves like that. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That's one of the things I did on my out of sight, out of mind. I'm just like, that blanket. I mean, it's not even, it looks like he just woke up that day and just folded it into a ball and just threw it up there.
And it's weird because it's a nice small little shelf, and he's like, yeah, this is the best place to put it. Meanwhile, the funny thing is it looks like a dead body wrapped up inside of that, and what makes it even more weird is his bed in the corner of the photo looks like he has dead bodies shoved under there. So I don't know if he's got some issue, but as far as I'm concerned, if my bed had lumps like that, I wouldn't care if I had a blanket out on there. I wouldn't put the blanket on my shelf. That's just like, that's stupid. Sorry, Robbie, but that's stupid. Anyways, let's just do the final setup. You ready for this?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Final setup of the day, submitted by Ethan. He says, "I love the color blue. I'm very competitive. Whether it's he typed weather like outside weather, but he means the other weather. He said whether it's sports or video games, and he lives in New Jersey. Would love a suggestion on using the top big TV. I don't know what to use it for." Okay, so how old do you think Ethan is?
I'd have to go 15.
14. So
gosh,
around there. And it's funny, this whole episode we're seeing the comparison of a 15 to a 14-year-old, and they're all different. That's why that's a good example, a life lesson. You can't judge someone by their age or anything like that. So you can't say all 14-year-olds are retards, because look at this. The other 14-year-old is pretty good setup.
Yeah. Organized life.
Yeah. So taking a look at this,
Paint the walls, please.
Dude, yeah. First off,
plug.
Let me. Oh my god! I didn't even see how bad that was actually. No, look at the first photo. You can see it too. Yeah, there you go. Here's the thing. This is a fast pass, and normally when you submit a fast pass because you know you really want to get on the show, you put a little bit more effort into cleaning it up quickly. But what's with these monitors?
Yeah,
I don't get that.
They're not centered. They're not. What is up? He's got one tilted and one tilted forward.
Yeah, and he's got a nice monitor arm. Like, make it work. It just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense to me in that sense. He has the right idea for sure. He's got the what's the name of that desk? The MILF or whatever, because it's got that little extra pull-out piece.
Yeah.
What's with the extra setup on the left? I don't know, because he didn't explain it. I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I was
like
wondering about that.
Yeah, that's like child abuse. You have someone sit at that, and it's like the smallest little setup ever. I don't. Maybe if he explained what it was for, like, I would say console gaming or something, but I don't think so. If anything, why isn't that smaller monitor on the left on the along with the other monitor, and then that big ass one goes on the left for console gaming? It would make sense. But then he's got a TV up above, but he says he doesn't even know what to do with it. So why'd you put it there? I don't know. I'm so confused. And then why is your outlet so high? And I don't know. There's so much. So if this was your setup, what's the first thing you're gonna do other than drop a frag?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna paint the walls, because
there you go.
Apparently that's not completely done. Fix the door over there. I mean, it looks like he had some anger management issues and got tired of his setup and was like, fuck this. Yeah. Do it over there. Overall, I mean, it's a nice desk. It's got that pull out. I don't know what to do with that second setup over there. Just like you said, put the other monitor over there and move that bigger monitor to that side. Overall, that's about it. Cable management, it's perfect. I can't see anything else. Oh, I take that back. The TV, I don't.
Yeah.
Got that plug there, but a channel those wires would be just fine. But other than that, paint the freaking walls.
Yeah, it's insane, because this setup, like you said, cable management's really good, minus the TV part. He's got all the accessories from. He even has a steam machine.
Yeah.
Which is like, he's got a steam machine, the headphone hanger, monitor stands, nice peripherals, even on the secondary setup, a nice PS4 with like the custom thing on it. Like, really overall awesome stuff. I mean, I would definitely frame that Call of Duty poster 100%, but it looks like wrinkled and stuff. But it's just like, you have tons of awesome stuff, and it's just not done right. And you do need to find, here's the thing, you need to pull everything off the wall, you need to pull everything back, and if you can't find that same paint color, then you need to just start fresh, paint it, because look at the bottom, look at all around. It's almost as if, and I say this all the time, but it's almost as if Helen Keller was responsible for painting that wall. And it just doesn't, it's almost like she was afraid she was going to paint the floor, so she just stopped. Yeah. And it definitely put a little bit more effort into it. Maybe it's not necessarily on your end. You're 14. Maybe your parents don't care that much about you, so they just kind of half-assed it. But definitely put a little bit more love into it.
I mean, already it looks like he's in the attic. He's got the little curve on the wall.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got the mini door. Puts dead bodies. I'm talking a lot about dead bodies, but I wouldn't be surprised. And then he's got like crap on the floor. Like, dude, this is a fast pass. Clean up. Step up your game, like your thing on the wall says.
Has like some Dr. Pepper or something in it.
Yeah. Oh my God, I don't understand people. Thank you for supporting the show, but please do something about that. Literally, I'll say the joke again. Like that thing on the wall. Step up your game. But anyways, okay, let's go to the part of the show where I give the scores and hurt people's feelings even more. So the first setup was submitted by Anthony. Anthony walked away with a 70. Callum got a 50. Jay got second place with a 79, which I think he should have been first, but Mitch said that I was stupid. So that's what happened there. And then Dustin got first place with an 81. Also should have been a higher score, but when we broke it down, let's see, Dustin, we were pretty close, actually. I gave 41, you gave 40, so it was just, a few things that we didn't like necessarily love about it, like certain categories. But if we're not talking categories, I do think it's like a 95 setup. And then we got Jack with the 68. Graeme with the 74. The other Jack, I didn't realize there's two Jacks, with the 56.
Yeah, you threw me off on that.
Yeah, we got Jack and also Jack. Robbie got a 64. Ethan got a 56, and that is it. So thank you for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. Episode number 121. Recorded live on July 17th, 2016. Why are there so many MILFs in here? Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh my god, dude, there's like 4 in here. Yo, give me that. Ready? Alive. Come back here, bitch. I'm gonna hit you. Okay, if he comes back. Oh, you punched him. That's animal abuse. Well, they're insects, but 3 of them. Oh my god. Here, take him. Hit him. Okay, anyways, that's gonna do it for this show. Thank you for watching. Mitch, thank you for coming on. All of Mitch's links are gonna be down below. Okay, Tom. All right. All of Mitch's links are gonna be down below in the description. Go follow him, go subscribe, go do all that fun stuff.
Do it all.
Yeah, and if you guys,
I'm enjoy y'all's presence in my channel.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that you were a MILF. I don't know how that works, but okay. Whoa. Okay, maybe you know something about that. But yeah, if you guys want Mitch to be back on, let me know. But if you think he should never be back on, let me know, because I'm open to.
You always want me on.
Yeah, well, we'll see him on that. Okay, so anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the flippity flop. Peace.
Boom.